Hello friends, welcome back on ssbrocks and thanks for subscribing us. If you're not yet subscribed, so please subscribe. And very soon we will cover SSB interview. Friends, to become an officer in armed force, one has to be recommended by a service selection board. For this, a candidate has to go through the interview, psychological test and group test. The basis of group testing is six psychosociological principles, namely Gestalt, group development, social field, consistency, free association, and sociometry. Out of this, principle of group development in the basis of basic series. Group development is the process of development of an amorphous or unorganized group into a fully developed group. This process goes through the five overlapping stages of formation, exploration, competition, cooperation, and discipline. The group planning exercise incorporates the competition stage with elements of both exploration and cooperation. The task consists of a situational problem given to candidate on a model. The problem affords a selection of possible solutions and different ways of approach. This task is carried out in two phases. First one is individual planning phase and second one is group planning phase. The discussion in the group planning phase exercise is with specific purpose, which are: first point is to create interdependent interaction primitively in a social situation, and second point is to make an competitively interrelated with others with a view to achieve recognition of one's idea and plan in the group and to have the same accepted. The idea is to find a solution that is the best for everyone in the group to which all are committed. Group planning exercise basically cover in 5 stages and we are going to discuss all of them one by one. Friends, the first stage is introduction to model. Candidates are seated in the numerical sequences in U-shape around the model. The GTO explains various features on the model and clarifies doubt about the same. Second stage is the narrative. The GTO reads out the story for the candidates. Third stage, reading of narrative by the candidates. The candidates are given 5 minutes to read the narrative from a pad kept next to each one of them. This is done to facilitate the candidates getting the details of the story firmly in their minds. Doubts, if are any, cleared by the GTO. Fourth stage, individual planning. Each candidate is required to record his independent plan on a paper in 10 minutes. No mutual discussion are allowed. At the end of 10 minutes, written work is collected by the GTO. Fifth and the last stage is group planning. During this stage, the candidates are required to discuss and to work out a group planning within 20 minutes. At the end of this, any one of the candidates is required to present the group plan to the GTO and explain on the plan on the model. Friends, I want to focus the points of consideration for designing of group planning exercise. So friends, please listen these points very carefully. Group planning exercise should be applicable to the group for which it is intended. The situation should be within the knowledge and experience of all the candidates and provide equal opportunity to exercise their imagination. No specialized knowledge should be required to find the solution to the problem given in group planning exercise. There should be a minimum of 3 workable situations to given problem. Friends, while writing the solution of problem and narration of group planning exercise, you must focus on the following points shown on the screen. These are: it should be simple, it should contain realistic problem, and should not be too long. Friends, are you aware what GTO observes during group planning exercise? If no, so don't worry. I'm going to discuss with you. During this task, the GTO observes ability to think constructively and imaginatively, ability to appreciate a situation both in detail and as a whole, extent of objectivity, open-mindedness to the problem and others, goodwill towards others, contribution towards collective solution, planning and organizing ability, ability to convince others, and ability to cooperate or coordinate.
You are a group of students, as many as you are, coming from a friend's farmhouse, going to visit the Shola Fort in Rampur district on a jeep. You have to return for a campfire at 7:30 p.m. You were having tea at the dhaba when you saw a car coming which slowed down in front of dhaba. You noticed a man being thrown out of the car and the car raced ahead. Being curious, you all went to the man and found him seriously injured with head bleeding. On being helped, he told you that he was the chief engineer of the Panipur Dam returning from his headquarters at Rampur after a conference. He said that two armed persons, after hijacking his car, took away the confidential design plan of the dam and pushed him out of the car. He had heard them talking that they would sell the plan to the two foreigners at some fort at 6 p.m. He also told you that he had the key of the control system of the dam in his pocket and the flow was to be regulated latest by 4:30 p.m., else it may cause flood. He fainted thereafter. Just then you saw few tourists walking to you. They told you that they were coming from Basti and that their fan was broken down nearby. Since there was no means of communication there, they could not get help from anywhere and they were to reach Sanub at 5 p.m. to see a special cultural program. A truck driver relaxing at the dhaba told you that he has seen the car toward the Kucha track. Time now is 4 p.m. What will you do? Friends, now you can read the narration which is ready on the screen. Read it properly and correlate with the map shown you. Friends, now make the following list of data to solve the problems as shown on screen. First one is the list of problems as per their priority. Second one is list of resources. Third one is the list of hiding or additional resources. For your hint, list of all this is already uploaded on our Google Plus account and link of the same is given below in description. So friends, best of luck and solve this group planning exercise and be ready for the next group planning exercise. For more practice, subscribe ssbrocks. For daily updates, like, share and recommend ssbrocks to your friends also. You can also follow us on our Google Plus and Twitter account as details shown on the screen. Best of luck, ssbrocks!